weaponized and used by certain power for their own political objectives.
Okay, Dr. Awad, thank you very much and for joining us. Pleasure to have you on the program, and thank you for taking the time. We now move on over and more. We have more from West Asia. Israel has launched another airstrike on northern Gaza, according to the Gazan-run health ministry. The latest strike hit Beit Lahia on Wednesday evening, killing at least 2 people. The Israeli military said it targeted what it described as a weapons storage site, posing an immediate threat to its forces. Meanwhile, in southern Israel, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu met US troops at a joint coordination center, saying both countries are working on a plan to disarm Hamas and demilitarize Gaza. Let's take a listen in to what Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said on the issue.
קודם כל אני שמח לארח פה בקריית גת את ידידינו האמריקנים. הם עובדים יחד איתנו על תוכנית להשיג עזה אחרת, עזה שלא תהווה איום על ישראל יותר. אבל באותה מידה אנחנו רוצים להביא לכך שבסוף היעד שהנשיא טראמפ ואנחנו סיכמנו עליו בהסכמה של אחרים, של פירוק החמאס מנשקו ופירוז עזה יושג, ועל זה אנחנו עובדים בשלבים יחד עם מרכיבים אחרים של התוכנית. אני מאמין שבשיתוף פעולה עשינו כבר דברים שהדהימו את העולם, גם באיראן, גם בשחרור חטופינו החיים שאף אחד לא האמין שנצליח. אז יש פה מאמץ אמיתי בשיתוף פעולה עם שמירה של הביטחון בידינו להשיג תוצאות שאולי אף אחד לא מאמין שנשיג, ואנחנו רוצים לנסות.
Meanwhile, in New York, Qatari Prime Minister Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdul Rahman Al Thani called the renewed violence very disappointing, saying that Doha remains focused on keeping the ceasefire intact. Let's take a listen in to the Qatari Prime Minister's statements.
Well, look, if we will start to describe the violations, it will be an open-ended questions. But what happened yesterday, the attack on the Israeli soldiers, that's basically a violation by the Palestinian Party. Now, Hamas has put a statement that they are not in communication with this group. We don't know yet. We didn't have any verification if this is true or not. We remained focused on making sure that the ceasefire itself holds. Yesterday's event was honestly something that very disappointing and frustrating for us to see that it's happening. And we were trying to contain it, and we mobilized right away after this and in full coordination with the United States. And we have seen that the US also is committed to the...
We're now joined by Peter Baum. He's the foreign editor of the Weekly Blitz, and he joins us live from London. Peter, thank you very much for joining us. We've seen that Israel has launched another strike. This time it is estimated to have killed at least 2 people in Beit Lahia in northern Gaza. This, of course, comes after something where an Israeli forceman, an IDF soldier, was killed just a couple of days ago. The current state of the ceasefire, how would you analyze it? There is worry scurrying from around the globe about how, if this ceasefire is going to continue to hold, particularly after reported over 100 people were killed in Israeli strikes just around 24 hours ago.
Morning, Thomas, and thank you for having me on again. You've actually stolen my thunder, sir, by playing that very important statement from the Qatari Prime Minister, Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdul Rahman Al Thani. What he said was very, very interesting, and in this world of where media is so important as to how one views the conflict, his statement was quite incredible, really. I must read, you've actually stated the quote, so I'll just go over it. But he accused a Palestinian party, he did not name Hamas as being that party, but the inference was there, of being the ones responsible for breaking the ceasefire. Coupled with Donald Trump's statement that he was supportive of the Israeli airstrike that, let's say, responded to the ceasefire, and the lack of strong condemnation that one normally gets from the United Nations and other world leaders about Israeli bombings in Gaza, I think this was quite not only a public relations win for Israel, but also a military victory, because from what I'm gathering from Israeli sources, some of the most senior remaining commanders that Hamas has in the field were eliminated during that strike a day ago. So on every front, plus I must say going back to the statement of the Qatari Prime Minister, that it was disappointing that the ceasefire had been broken and all parties are still willing to achieve a ceasefire. I think that was a shot, a winning shot for Israel during this conflict. It will be interesting to see how Hamas respond to this latest round of violence. There is one other thing, if I may add, Thomas, another little PR victory for Israel, which, as we know, over the last 2 years has just been overwhelmed with negative media, and we've seen that on the streets of all global capitals. The Red Cross actually came out with a statement condemning Hamas, very unusual for the Red Cross, for Hamas being seen to surreptitiously dig up a body of a remaining a dead hostage, which was all a public relations stunt. So on two fronts in the last 48 hours, we've witnessed something that we haven't witnessed in the last 2 years. Condemnation, outright condemnation, that it was the Palestinian party that broke the ceasefire, and also the condemnation from the Red Cross, which to this date has been very unfriendly towards Israel. So again, we're all waiting to see if Hamas responds to this latest round of violence.
Yes, indeed, Peter. Do stay with us as we have further updates from the West Asian region, where the head of the paramilitary